Now, a lot of people will tell you that you boil sheephead to make fake crab meat. Yeah, well, that's one way to do it. But I'm going to tell you the meat of the sheephead is as good as any other whitefish fillet you're ever going to taste. In fact, Chef Tenny Flynn of GW Finn's restaurant in the French Quarter says sheephead is better than speckled trout.
Well, I just got an idea one day just to cook them in water instead, because you know we boil a lot of sheephead to make like imitation crab meat or whatever. So I said, well, let me just cook them in water, put a little seasoning on them, put them down in the water, let them, let them like steam in it more so, and it's incredibly good. My wife makes that little sauce to put up on top of them. So to me, it's almost like a treat when you eat them. And I'm not a real big fish eater, but I do enjoy eating that. And we also put them in fish cakes too. I'll boil them down totally, and make a fish cake and cook them in a little olive oil. And to me, I don't know if there's a better way to cook fish.
Okay, CT asked me how do I make my secret sauce for sheephead.
And it's very good.
Well, thank you. What I do is I take green onions, I take celery, and I take yellow onions and I cook them down in butter. You can do margarine if you want, but butter always seems to taste better, right?
Sure, everything's better with butter.
That's right. So I saute, and then as soon as that's done, I add a can of cream of mushroom soup, 8 ounce. If you're making a single amount, okay? And then I stir that in, and I add half and half milk. And so you just kind of want it all to blend pretty good. And then after it's blended, you can add like your Tony's for taste and mozzarella cheese. Some you could actually use cheddar cheese if you want to. I've done that once before. It really tastes good. It kind of changes the color up a little bit, whereas the mozzarella keeps it like a creamy white. And then it's done. You let it simmer for about 30 minutes. And then also you can add on that one, I added spinach, fresh spinach, and you just use that until it cooks down, and you can tell when it cooks down.
It looks like you could do a lot of things. Spinach, you could probably do mushrooms.
Yes, you can do everything. Like I've added shrimp, I've added crab meat before, crawfish, artichoke, and even like a dried tomatoes would be good in there too.
I bet artichoke and dried tomatoes would be outstanding.
I would think that would be probably really good. And I haven't tried that yet, but I would think that would be good. But there's quite a few sheephead in the lake, and Dudley said, let's cook up some of this sheephead. So I said, okay, so let's make a sauce for on top too. So to me, it tastes like gourmet.
It is gourmet. And what an easy way to do it. It's so simple.
This sauce probably takes total time, other than letting it simmer for about 30 minutes, probably takes about 15 minutes prior to that, just putting everything together.
And you can make it ahead of time and then do your fish so that when your fish come off hot, the sauce is ready to go.
And I have frozen it before, and it does well. And then when you take it out the second time around, I would just add maybe a little bit more milk just to make it
thicken
thinner.
It back up.
Well, make it thin it up, because it gets pretty thick after you freeze it.
No, well.
But that's it.
It's very good. Very good. Outstanding, Dudley. Thank you, Kim.
You're welcome.